What's up, you guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Smart Talk. We're talking about real struggles, real stories, and entrepreneurs that came from the ground up. Today, I got the legend, John Dodson, in the building.
Yes, sir.
What up, you guys? How you doing?
Good. Appreciate you being here, man.
Thank you guys for having me on. It's a real honor and real pleasure for me to be here.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. Obviously, you're a legend, bro, in the UFC, bare-knuckle community, bro. So be honored to everyone to kind of hear your come-up story and know a little bit more about yourself.
Oh, man. I literally grew up here in the war zone. So from a young age, I sat there being in what's now called the international zone, but we still call it the war zone.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up there went to Emerson Elementary, Van Buren Middle School, got into rough altercations when I was young, and then moved out to Edgewood. And then I went to graduate from out there for Moriarty High School and just competed and everything.
How was Edgewood? I've been there a couple of times. It doesn't seem like there's a lot.
There was nothing. All I did was sit there on top of my roof,
Yeah.
stare, stargazing, and keep on reminding myself I'm having my name written in the stars and not washed away in the sands.
Damn. And I know I did some research. You wrestled at Moriarty, right?
Yeah, I'm a 4 times district champion, 2 times state champion, 1 time state runner-up.
Damn. Mm-hmm. Were you always into before high school? Were you always into fighting or combat sports, or was it kind of like?
I mean, I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z and every bad dub Chinese action movie you've ever seen.
Oh man.
You know,
Yeah.
over here. I was like, yes, this is my shit. I want to watch this all the time.
Fuck
And me and my
yeah.
brother sat there, acted every single one of them out.
How do you like Ip Man? Dude, that's
Ip
a
Man.
fucking good movie.
All right,
Huh?
so 1 and 2 was good. 3,
3 is horrible.
I know.
Yeah.
And then it was cool to have Tyson in it, but I mean,
He was a horrible actor. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't like it, but it's personal. But that's cool, man.
why is it personal?
I mean, I just think he was a bad actor in that movie.
No, I'm just saying it was because you felt it deep in your soul.
Felt
Cut
deep
you
in my soul. Man, as soon as he came out that first scene, I was just like, what the fuck? But yeah, you know what I'm talking. You gotta watch that movie. It's the
you
first
haven't
2
seen
is
it?
really good. I don't think he has.
No.
That's why he's so quiet. He's like, dude, it's a good movie.
Man,
The first 2.
it's the master of Wing Chun.
So he trained Bruce Lee. Like if you go into the history of all that, Bruce Lee was one of his students, most famous students, and he was one that brought Wing Chun into, I guess, Western media. Would you say? Yeah.
Basically brought how the eyes on Wing Chun, making sure that it comes into more of a style of lights. Like Danny Yen's one of the dudes who sat there, perfected in one of the best action martial artists in movies, and actually incorporates a lot of things. Like Jet Li does it. Bruce Lee does it all the time, and that's what he came into making this thing of Jeet Kune Do.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's a complex history, but it's cool.
Oh, shit, nice.
he's like,
You're like, shit, this motherfucker's educated. I thought we were just having some funny ass talk.
absolutely. But yeah, I mean, going into you won state in wrestling. Was it your senior year? You won twice. You said.
Yeah,
right?
so I won in my junior and senior year. My sophomore year, I let my friend win because of the fact that
You purposely let him win?
yeah,
Yeah. Oh shit. I didn't-
I could have been a 3-time state champion.
Yeah.
And then I just let him win because he was a senior year, and I was like, whatever. I really don't care.
Okay, makes
was like,
sense.
In high school, were you bullied a lot? Because obviously you're kind of little, not the
So,
tallest.
what you saying? You can say it. Say it with your chest, little nigga.
I'm
It's good.
sorry, bro.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I was bullied because I'm a very small individual. I thought I was the same height as everybody, and that we all were just gonna grow at the same time. And then I didn't realize once I got to high school, I was the smallest dude ever. And,
He said ever.
dude, I thought I was, man. I was like,
Because how tall are you?
I'm 5'3".
Oh, you're 5'3".
Yeah. So back then I was a little shorter. I didn't grow that much. But I sat there, went into doing all the great things that I wanted to accomplish. I was bullied. I sat there being from my only black and Asian kid in all Mexican school to being the only black kid in a all white school. So they didn't consider the part of me being Asian. They were just like, you black. We see you. We see your skin color black. And I was like, come on, you guys.
That's
And my first part of my freshman year was horrible. It was horrendous. I thought I could go ahead and still be the same entertaining person that I was and just outgoing and living life. They didn't see it as that. They thought I was cocky and arrogant and thought I was trying to steal people's girlfriends and stuff like that because I just like to dance. I was just dancing amok and just having fun, talking to people and engaging in conversations. And I didn't understand that was wrong until I was there.
I see.
So then I got trash can, I got hung, I got dragged by a Bronco, like down the like parking lot. Like I literally, like some of the worst experiences that a person could go through. And this day and age, people will just be like, "Oh my God, you're such a victim." I'm a testament of story. Like I don't care about all that. Like if that didn't happen to me, I wouldn't remind myself every single day that I have to live the day that I want to live. Instead of living in the past and seeing all the things that happened to me, I need to move forward and just enjoy today.
Do you think, like, if those things didn't happen, you wouldn't be the person that you are today?
If those things didn't happen to me, like, pretty much all my whole entire life, like, I wouldn't be the person I am. The person who I am right now is to go ahead and inspire and make sure I can make every day the fullest and continue on talking to people. Like, I'm still not afraid to talk to people. I want to go ahead and reach out to as many people as possible and encourage others to go ahead and do anything they want to do, achieve their dreams, and just be happy instead of thinking something bad is always going to happen to you. Because if you live in fear, it's like you got nothing to live for.
True.
Yeah, so when that shit all happened to you, did that just, fuel the fire in your heart? Like, I want to, like, kick someone's ass. Like, I want to learn just to fuck anybody up.
No, like, actually, I was the only freshman on the varsity football team. And that kind of, like, started it. Like, everybody didn't like this little kid on the football team who they knew nothing about. I didn't grow up with them. I wasn't at their middle school. I didn't know who I was. And they were asking questions on why I was there. So I was being tested by my seniors. Like, the juniors and seniors always sit there and try to pick on me just because of the fact that they didn't know who I was. And they just thought I was just some kid who had a chip on his shoulder. So I had to prove myself every day. Improving myself every day grew for me understanding who I need to be as a person. Like, I get to go ahead and develop who I want to be and what I always want to what I want to accept people's challenges. Doesn't matter what it is. Like, I wasn't gonna take crap from anyone, so I just sat there, stood up for myself, and anything that came at me, I took it head on and made sure if I won or lost, I was gonna go give it my all.
So where did the fighting, the MMA come in?
I got picked up at the Chuck E. Cheese.
Did they taught you how to fight?
No, I mean, like, I saw a whole roll. I was doing a birthday party for Crystal Trail. His son, Jack's birthday was like his sixth or seventh birthday that he was there, and I saw a full table full of cops, and I was like, and I kept on hearing my name just be whispered, and I was like, oh crap, this is the day I'm getting arrested. Like, I don't even know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen. Going to go on, and they're like, Dodson. I was like, yep. I told my manager, I was like, if they call my name, just know it wasn't my fault. And they saw me. They're like, hey, asking questions where I was going to go to college. I told them I'm going to UNM because I got an engineering scholarship. And they're like, what? You're not going for, like, wrestling? You're not doing playing football? You're not going taking that track and field scholarship that you had? I was like, nah, I just want to go to school, focus on it, and I don't want to make, like, my athletics be my job. That's going to be dumb. I want to go ahead and do something creative. I want to be known for something. They're like, you're stupid. You have such God-given talent. Go out there and use it because you're not going to have it forever.
Right.
Like, education is cemented in a foundation of time. You can go ahead and relearn how to learn, but you cannot get back your athletic ability. So go ahead and do something with it and show the world what you can really do. I was like, I'll take it into consideration. They told me to go to Greg Jackson's gym. And I checked it out. I was doing front flips, back flips on top of people. And I was like, hell, you guys can't take me down. I was like being like a silly little arrogant kid that I should have got beaten up. And then they were like, all right, start on the ground. Bro, I got choked out. I got my ankles ripped apart. I got literally armbarred left and right. I was like, what the hell is this? So I was like writing down a hit list. And I was like, all right, after I beat up every single one of these people, I'm going to retire from the sport.
Yeah. It just kept getting bigger?
No, good 95% of them that I sat there and wrote their name on my list retired before I got a chance to beat them up and receive my revenge. So I'm stuck in the sport forever.
Stuck in the sport forever. I don't know. So, like, how old are you now, if you don't mind me asking?
How old do I look?
Young.
I'm 41 years old.
41?
Yeah.
How do you maintain, like, the athletic the athletic prowess to be able to compete still, even at a professional level?
At a professional level, I have to make sure I consistently train and stay hungry. That's like the more motivation. Like I need to go ahead and enjoy the sport that I like doing. Like the reason I was so lazy in like the ending years of my like UFC career is because I got tired and I didn't enjoy the process. The thing that I fell in love with fighting was just, like I enjoyed learning new things and engaging the content and figuring out how to find new ways of being a destructive force. And trying to be more educated in myself and making that process going into that journey, that's what sold me into like fighting. I was like, all right, cool. It wasn't trying to be a champion or do anything. It's like learning new steps. I wanted to go ahead and dive deep in how to go ahead and get a new arm bar, how many times I can go get triangles from different positions, or how can I lead up a strike into a takedown going into a submission that I wanted to, and seeing where I can go and branch off into all these different spider realms. Like everybody always think about like the Spider-Verse, but I want to go ahead and see how many different entanglements I could be in and how much of a risk I can take.
Yeah.
And I kind of lost my way at times because I was like, yeah, I started fighting for it as if it was a job, and then I got back into it, and now I have 2 girls. So I have a son and then 2 daughters, and now I got to go ahead and protect them with everything I can. So now my new train of thought and new motivation is how can I protect them the best way I possibly can? I'm going to go out there and make sure I can not be a survivor, but I want to make sure I can stand the test of time to keep protecting them at all costs.
Absolutely.
Why are you still hungry? You already like proved your point. Like you can basically kick anybody's ass at this point, and you know you're a world champ, bare knuckles fighter / MMA champion. Like you've proved everything to everybody. So how do you keep that hunger in you?
Well, my body still says I'm young, as he thought I was a young buck. Nah, I just want to be. When my body tells me it's time to go ahead and stop doing this, then I'll stop. But right now, I want to keep on going and keep proving it to myself that I can continue on doing it. Like we don't get the certain longevity of like football players, basketballs. Like us, we're supposed to be done by the time we hit like 39, 38. Yeah. And there's not that many like actual fighters that have cemented themselves to be in a prime candidate to be a champion at their older ages. Like you saw Bernard Hopkins did it in boxing. You just saw Volkanovski who did it after 40, Randy Couture. And there's so many different pioneers in the great fine age of us being ancient that everyone keeps on like telling us that we can't do this no more. Like, so I want to go ahead and be one of those dudes saying, hey, we can go ahead and keep on doing this no matter what. Doesn't matter what sport it is. Let's go have fun and keep on making a name for ourselves and enjoying the process of it.
Yeah. Do you think once you get to a certain age, it's more of like a mental fortitude thing rather than physical?
Nah, it's always going to be physical because being mentally prepared, like we're always going to be beating ourselves up anyways. We're the toughest critics on the planet. Like a lot of times, you know, you guys wake up in the morning, you're like, I'm not dealing with today. Like, for our fighters, we do the exact same thing. We just got to go ahead and like remind our body that we can do this. Yeah. Like if we can tell ourselves, we can tell our bodies that we can go ahead and push through all the hard times, the rough days. We're gonna keep on moving forward. Shit, that's like gonna be the hardest part of the time because a lot of times we break physically and they're like, all right, cool, I'm gonna check out mentally. I'm too old, and we just make up all these dumb excuses. I'm just too old to do this. Yeah.
Damn.
So how did you get into bare knuckles? So after your MMA career, did you just decided like I wanted to get in there, or were you invited, or?
Actually, I was fighting for Risen for MMA, so I went to Tokyo, Japan to go beat up somebody. I actually fought the guy who was a Dream champion, a Sagoku champion, a Pride champion, and also a Risen Grand Prix champion. So the guy was like the man out in Japan. And I went out there and scared him to death and knocked him out in like 2 minutes.
Damn.
Like if you actually watch it, you can see me. I literally scare him, go ah, and chase him down like a little kid, hold him by the arm, and knock him out. Bare knuckle was like my brother actually got me into bare knuckle. Yeah. Like Eric Thuggy Bear Dodson was the guy who sat there and was like, hey, I really want to do this. I went to the tryouts. I went to the tryouts with him, and they gave my brother a contract. They loved his like look. They loved his attitude, loved his personality. They actually loved his intent on fighting. But they kept on like passing him up. So he had 4 different opportunities to go and fight for a bare knuckle, and they said no. They're like, hey, what can we do to get you here in Albuquerque? Because we're going to bring a fight card out there. What is it going to take for us to get you on it? I said, put my brother on the card, and I'll fight the exact same night. They're like, what? I said, I'll corner my brother, and then I'll fight that night. You just have to make sure both of us are on the card. Like, that's all it's going to take. That's all it's going to take. Sure enough, me and my brother fought on the first card that was in Rio Rancho for bare-knuckle.
Mm-hmm.
He got a 17-second knockout, and I got a 41-second knockout.
Damn.
Do you guys compete like when it comes to like you're both on the same card? Did you kind of like?
Oh yeah, we were sitting there making a wager. We sat there and
Yeah.
said, "Hey, which one of us can get the fastest knockout?" And he got this dude down in like 17 seconds. So then I told him, I was like, "Yo, if we only count one knockdown, I got my dude down in 9, and I guarantee you, if my dude didn't have like if your dude would have stood up, he would have done the same thing too. I had to drop my guy 4 times to actually get a clear knockout."
Jesus, man. That's crazy. And with you, sorry, you go for it, bro.
How do you have like such good hands? Like who kind of put you on? Like who's your trainer? Like,
So the first person who got me really into like boxing and everything else was Harry and Max Heyman. Max Heyman, he was a world champion boxer here out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, and he's a firefighter in the Rio Rancho Fire Department right now. But he was the guy who actually trained me when I was like 16. So we were learning how to like develop my power and my hand speed. And a lot of times he kept on tricking me because he told me I was an orthodox fighter. So I stood it, put my left foot forward because that's how I was kept on wrestling, and learned that way. And then I met Mike Winklejohn, and he turned me into a southpaw. I was like, thank God, somebody realizes I have all this power on this left. I don't have to use it as a fast jab.
Are you predominantly left-handed?
Yeah, I'm left-handed all the way through. I literally write, talk.
talk with the left.
Yeah, you see how I'm doing it right now.
Yeah.
No, I make sure everything's going to be that way, especially with mixed martial arts. It made it easy and an easier transition because learning how to shoot right-handed was kind of hard, and everything else made it so much easier for this way.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Max Heyman was the first dude who taught me how to go ahead and actually box. Then Mike Winklejohn, and then I would always go to Jack Candelaria to go ahead and like get my boxing on. I always test myself against new boxers out there because at the time MMA wasn't really a thing. No one really cared about it. The UFC was just barely on those early baby stages. And anytime anyone heard, you're a UFC fighter or do you do mixed martial arts? I was like, yeah, I do mixed martial arts. I just want to learn how to box. And they're like, and they just kind of write me off. And I would just continuously dominate any boxer I ever stepped in with. So,
who's your favorite trainer you've ever worked with?
My favorite trainer that I've always, like, who I always give praise and thanks to is Greg Jackson. Like, I've worked with every trainer out in the world, like Faraz Zahabi, Phil Nurse, Trevor Whitman, John Donaher, Barata, Tusa. I've met with Izzy Style Wrestling, Mike Van Arsdale. I know a lot of different trainers. I've trained with them when I've sat there and seen how their coaching styles are. But the one that I contribute everything to who I am is to Greg Jackson. That dude literally brought me in, taught me how to be as creative as possible, and never looked at me like as if I was some sideshow freak. He embraced the person who I am, and being as creative and wild how I was, he let me manipulate his jiu-jitsu style with my acrobats and flexibility.
And so when you got to that first title fight against Demetrius Johnson, how did that feel like? What was your train of thought?
Oh man, I was excited. I was like a little kid just going to run around enjoying the process. Like it was the first time we were going to be on Fox. It's the first title fight on Fox, and it was my first time ever fighting for a world title of that magnitude.
Right.
Like I fought for world titles. I guess I can say them because they were like their promotion titles. But it was just like, if I win this, I'll be the best in the world.
Yeah.
So it was cool. I was like brought out there to Chicago. I did all these media events. I sat there, went to a Chicago Bulls game. They were sitting there, had a jersey for me. I was like, oh, this is amazing. This is gonna be the coolest thing in the world. And then getting into the fight, I was like, all right, this is my time. I'm gonna go ahead and just like sleep this dude in a second. And then I touched Demetrius Johnson. He fell. I was like, all right, he slipped. I didn't know I can be able to drop everybody at that point in time because I wasn't really believing in my power, and especially going against a guy who's testing himself with like Dominic Cruz, Uriah Faber, Ryan Yaya, Brad Pickett. Like these are the guys who I idolized back then, and I didn't think I was on par with him. So touching him and being able to like drop him as easily as I did, I was just in shock and amazed.
Yeah.
So round 1 through 3, I thought I dominated the whole time since I kept on getting continuous knockouts. I dropped him 1 time in the first, 2 times in the second,
yeah.
and then 2 more times in the third. So I thought I won the whole fight. I was like, all I have to do is survive 4 and 5 because I ain't gonna lie, I was tired. I was gassed.
Yeah. Was it like was it just lack of physical shape, or you're just too hyped to like just being there?
I was too hyped, but I wasted so much energy trying to go ahead and knock him out that I was like, you know what? If he can't knock me out, I've already won this fight. Like, I can't do anything else. Even Dana White came up to me, like, as soon as the fight was over, because I can't wait to put this belt around your waist. You're going to be our new champion. I was like, yes! And then they sat there and read the winner. Yeah, they read the scorecard. I was like, wrong black dude. I know we look all alike, but come on. DJ, no, it's JD. JD won this.
That's, man.
So you lost the fight?
Yeah, I lost. Oh, if you watch it and run it and you look at it, you would question how did they give it to him. But in my ultimate opinion, it's because you have to knock out a champion. You have to beat the champion in a decisive manner to actually to become a champion. So since I didn't submit him, since I didn't finish him, I made him look silly, but that wasn't good enough.
How did that loss feel when you feel like you should have won?
Oh, I felt amazing because I knew exactly where I was. I was cemented into history books. I knew on the very first Fox that we had like 18 million views just because of my fight alone. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. I was sitting there pumping out numbers. And I was like, man, like people actually like my style. They actually like my charisma. I'm going to go out there and do everything possible. I didn't take it as a loss. I took it as like a great opportunity for myself to go ahead and get out there. Like this was my 3rd UFC fight. Get it like right after the Ultimate Fighter. I went out there, slept TJ Dillashaw. I fought 2 other dudes like Tim Elliott, who's still in the UFC, Phil Miga, and Errol Montagu. And then all of a sudden I fought Demetrius Johnson. I was like, all right, bet, let's go ahead and do this. So it was a great test for myself and let me know where I really stood. I was like, I'm going to be one of the greatest flyweights in the world as soon as I can run this back.
Yeah. How do you get in the mood of getting into a fight? Because you're a pretty goofy person, you know, you're pretty energetic, you know, just vibing out person. Like once you put those gloves on, like how do you like kind of shift your mood to like, I'm going to fuck this dude up?
There's no shift, man. I enjoy hurting people. I know it sounds bad, but you guys can sit there and look at it and however you want.
Yeah.
I don't need a reason to fight somebody. I just need an opponent. And it's not like hurting them and like, oh, hell yeah, I'm going to go out there and be a sociopath and I'm going to want to chop this dude up and keep him on my fridge. No, I want to go out there and see how well I can go ahead and use all the tools I've used in practice and see what I can go ahead and actually do. If they did something different, I'm going to test myself as like a true scientist, how I look at it. I'm always putting my theory as a process of going into what could possibly happen. If I put myself in the worst situations and if I get tired, did I put enough effort into like my cardio, training, physical strength, and also if the speed is going to be a huge factor because I'm always looking into everything is very hypothetical questions of what if rock, paper, scissors wasn't really rock, paper, scissors. It was rock, paper, machine gun, machete, earthquake, and natural disasters where's that divine being coming into natural play. And I always want to sit there and figure it out so that I can go ahead and just test out what's going to happen. Like I fell in love with that process of training that I wanted to see how well I can do everything in practice and like actual fights.
Do you feel like you're just like an experiment of yourself?
Man, I think I'm just more. I just want to learn. I'm just a student of life, and I just want to enjoy life as much as I can. That's why I always try to like engage in as many things as possible. I went skydiving. My wife took me out there, and then she said she doesn't want to ever do it again because it scared the hell out of her. I'm down to do it again.
You're down to do it again.
Like I like doing stunts, I like going out doing parkour. I do a bunch of random things just because I want to see how far I can really push it before it's my time to kick bucket. Because there's plenty of ways you can die. I mean, there's plenty of ways to live, but you can only die once. And I want to see how many times I can live this one life that I have in every aspect of a way it could be.
Does a thought ever cross your mind like I might be overdoing it?
No.
No?
Because if that's the case, then why were we put on this earth?
True.
If we're not overdoing it, then we've never done it enough to sit there and be satisfied with life.
How does it feel being a celebrity? Because, I'm assuming a lot of people, when they see you, like, oh, John Dodson, let me get a picture of you, and, during media day and stuff like that, does that, like, be like, dang, like, I'm really happy with what I accomplished? Does that kind of get to your head, or?
No, I'm actually excited that I get to go ahead and touch people's lives and inspire them to go ahead and live a life worth living. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't really consider myself to be, like, a celebrity or even famous, to tell you the truth. I just helping someone else live out their own dreams, because sometimes somebody needs someone to look up to that is their similar style, similar situations, similar height. Like, a lot of people don't understand that you can generate that much power for being so little, or even being as fast, or even as old, or all these different things that people put labels on top of. I just want to go ahead and keep on breaking them as many times as possible, and just showing that we can still do it.
Mm-hmm. Going back to, I guess, your beginning grounds, was Albuquerque always a fighting, like, mecca, I guess we could say?
Yeah, actually, one of the time when I actually started fighting, we had boxing world champions, wrestling champions, taekwondo, judo. We also had some people going to the Olympics for a bunch of random stuff, kickboxing, Muay Thai, and even at the earlier stages of jiu-jitsu, where it was, like, dominating. So this was like a fight state.
Yeah.
And everyone keeps on calling Vegas the fight capital of the world, but actually it's actually here in Albuquerque, yeah. Even though nowadays it doesn't look like it, but we're still like a home of mecca for people to actually train and get them hone in the skills to become the best.
How did Albuquerque, like, get that staple? Was it just because, like, Jackson Wings here, or it's just, why do boxers and fighters train out of here?
Well, there's tons of great boxers way before just Jackson Wings. You had Johnny Tapia. You also had Bobby Foster. All these great people coming through in and out, and they would literally made names for themselves in the boxing community, kickboxing community. Even Mike Winklejohn was a famous kickboxer before, like, mixed martial arts was even coming out. And he actually fought with Benny the Jet Rodriguez, and I was like, oh. Yeah. Benny the Jet was, like, literally one of the best fighters in the world. Damn. So, like, this place is home to thousands of greats of fighters. It's just making sure that we can still cement that legacy that we can continue on, instead of everyone trying to shoot everybody. That's kind of weird. But let's go ahead and just beat up people.
Yeah.
I mean, the one thing that we could have out here, which would be cool, is have that gentleman's clause like law, where we can go ahead and just be like, find a cop, be like, hey, I want to fight this dude. What? Can you mediate this fight between me and you?
That's
like,
crazy.
Yeah. And we won't go to jail. Cool.
That's where's that legal at?
Seattle has it.
Seattle has it?
Yeah. So you can actually literally be in a dispute, and you could be the referee between me and him.
That's crazy. Do you have to be a citizen there?
Hey, man. I'm good, bro.
I'm just saying.
We're boys,
you gave me that look. I was like, all right, cool.
He wants to see where he's at with his hands.
Man, I got slapped by your wife, and I'm going to get my ass kicked by you, dog. The whole Dodson's coming after me, bro.
Yeah,
I know, dog.
Beating your ass. Oh, man.
Shit. Yeah. How does it feel being a family man? Obviously, you're a big fighter and shit, but I know you seem like a very loving guy and you care about your wife and kids.
Man, like, I love my family. Like, my kids are like a joy, man. Like, being a dad is tough. I feel all the people who sat there and say, "Yeah, family life is easy." Oh no, hell no. Woo! Family life is hard because you got all these mixed emotions, and we got to sit there and try to let them find themselves and, like, not let them get destroyed at the same time, but we have to let them make their mistakes. Like, I'm always trying to fix everything possible so that they will have, like, an easier lifestyle, but I want them to make sure that they can make their own mistakes so they can find who they really need to be. I mean, I'm not going to be there forever. Like, I tell my kids I'm immortal, but at the reality, like, I still want them to find themselves. And, like, my son, he loves playing football. He's playing flag football right now because it's that season for it. My middle daughter loves going, like, doing dancing, and my youngest just loves everything possible. She's just very a free spirit and wants to go ahead and just live life. So being a father is just great. It's like one of the best things because I get to see them grow up to be people that I've always thinking. Because I have an image in my head what I want them to be, but I want them to show me who they're going to be.
Yeah. How would you feel if they decided to take a path in combat sports?
I mean, I hope they would. They'd be sitting there saying how rough it was for me, and then they can go ahead and just make a name for themselves and beating up people. It'd be amazing. But if they don't want to, it's okay. I understand.
Yeah. That's. I feel like, yeah, a lot of kids, like, that, I wouldn't say celebrity kids, but, like, combat sports, basketball kids, whatever it is, they end up taking the same path, even if maybe they're good at it. Sometimes they're not. It's just...
Nah, it's because, like, a lot of times they're just around it so much that they're like, I guess I can do it. It's like second nature. I mean, it's like walking and talking.
Yeah.
Like, we get, like, a lot of people have a hard time learning how to tie their shoes in the beginning, but now we can eat a burger, have a Coke in our hand, and juggle our phone while we're tying our shoe at the exact same time. So for them, it's second nature to them, just harder for everyone else.
How do you feel about your wife doing the power slapping stuff? Like, are you supportive of that?
I'm super supportive of it, but if you ask me about the sport, I won't let nobody slap me in the face without catching a lot of heat come right back at them. Like, like, we watched Power Slap during COVID, and while everybody was like locked up, and we were seeing it on YouTube all the time. And it wasn't Power Slap; it's called Slap Fighting Championships. And she started seeing these two Russian chicks, and one girl was like a pretty little blonde chick, and she's like, I could beat her. Like, I can slap her. I can sit there and do this, because she was going against these mismatched weights. Like, some girls were like petite, and then other girls were just like all three of us combined. And I was like, oh, you want to do it? I mean, sign yourself up and do it. Be about it. And she's like, all right, cool. Hey, babe, I just signed up for Power Slap. They just called me. I was like, well, what do you mean? And I found when she told me that she signed herself up for Power Slap, I just fought in Tokyo, and I was like, who called you? I was like, it's late. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning here. She's like, Power Slap just called me, and then they want me to go ahead and compete. I was like, wait, what? She says, oh, yeah, by the way, I signed myself up for Power Slap, and I'm going to do it. I was like, all right, cool, let's go ahead and train. She's like, wait, you're not going to talk me out? I was like, nah, they gave you a fight. I got to study this and turn you into a real fighter. She's like, what do you mean? It's like, now you're a professional athlete, so we got to train like a professional athlete. She's like, oh.
How was that transition? Was she like...
No, it was great.
Yeah.
It basically went from her being a cookie baker and being a housewife to, hey, I'm becoming a combat athlete. Now she had to go into rigorous training for her spine, neck, and also making sure we can help out with her centripetal force to actually slap hard as hell against somebody, you know? It's different to slap somebody versus punching, because you can't rotate your hips and you can't really turn your pivot on your feet. So trying to translate all that into a slap was very hard. But we figured it out. We got some help. We had the crazy Hawaiian who helped us out, and he literally FaceTimed us the whole time, trying to perfect her slap so she can go against Paige Van Zandt for her very first one. And then she slapped the crap out of her. Paige still says that Cho was the only person who hit her or slapped her the hardest.
Do you and your wife practice on each other slapping?
I mean, she slaps me all the time. I'm trying dishes half the time. I'm like, hey, babe, I'm so sorry. No, but
slapping each other at the house.
No, I bought a striker's head. So it's like a handheld mitt, but it's a face. So I let her slap the crap out of it, find adjustments for her chin, and we're always trying to work on her accuracy on it. So we have to get her timing, her accuracy, and we also have to make sure we can help out with the speed and power and precision to it. So her whipping her slap to come across is actually going to be more effective than the wind-ups are. So if you can actually second guess on how you're winding up and slowing it down on repetitive motions, that's when we're going to get them and just be able to snap their neck.
That's slap.
Yeah, actually, that's really what you're trying to do. Because like, if they're embracing and just sitting into it, you're not going to knock them out. But if we can go ahead and just spin their neck, like their chin sideways, that's what we need.
And you guys are built differently, huh?
That's
wife.
Man, when she wants to do something, I'm like, all right, cool, let's go ahead and dive deep into it. Like, I'll investigate and like start studying, be in the books, trying to figure out how to go ahead and do things, just so she can be the best at it. And I want her to I want her to go ahead and make a name for herself and something that she wants to do, and whatever genre she wants to do with this, pro wrestling, cookies, photography, anything that she wants to go ahead and do, I want to make sure that she can go ahead and do it.
Man, they keep bringing up the cookies, bro. I want to try these cookies, dog.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. I forgot. I should have just brought you some.
You should have, man.
Well, because we actually had to make cookies for this weekend. We have 6 dozen due this weekend by Friday, and 3 dozen on Friday, and 3 dozen on Saturday.
Were there sugar cookies or?
That's cool, man. Yeah, the cookies are making me hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to eat these knuckles, or you don't want to eat no slaps? What the hell's wrong with
Nah,
you?
We don't eat knuckle
cookies, dog.
sandwiches, man.
You guys owe me, bro. You guys owe me a favor, dog. Trying to beat me up, slap me and shit. I need some cookies, dog.
Oh, you need the sweetness in life.
I do, man.
So, also, like, your life, obviously, I could tell, like, it involves just learning and being obsessed, especially with fighting. But did you ever try to take on, like, business ventures or anything on the side while you were fighting?
The business ventures or what I've taken on right now is just being a head coach. I'm actually working on doing all the different things of being a business owner. I want to go ahead and venture out and do other things, but fighting right now is just a genre I'm in. So I can be a coach, I can be a manager, I can do all that aspects of it, and also I can go ahead and work on the clothing company. Making sure we can get that pushed out, making sure we help everybody out with the young generations, and we can sponsor them to help them out with like Wicked and stuff like that.
So you think you'd always be involved in combat sports, no matter?
I'll be involved with it somehow, in some way, fashion, or form, because the fact that I give my whole adult life to it, I can't just walk away from it. I want to make sure I can help out with everything else and help out the next generation go through with it.
Why don't you open your own gym, like your own like UFC gym or?
No, we're actually over at United Fit. So my team is Nobody's Villains MMA. And got a bunch of young guys coming out there who sat in the Anthony Pettis' fighting championships, and we dominated there. We've been crushing it throughout all the local scenes and across the world. So we're just been doing crazy things and making their names well known, and also still making me like somewhat of a monster these days because they keep on getting frustrated because I'm still the hardest dude that they get hit by, and also the toughest round that they have.
So what do you think that transition will be like once you're done?
I'll be fat and lazy. Hopefully, I'll be having hopefully, I'll look like I'm pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how big I want to be.
Man,
I mean, not like big. Yeah. I just want to just be, enough to sit there and say, "This is the time I get to retire."
Yeah, just show the work. Show the.
They're like, "Ah, man, you need to go ahead and stay fit." It's like, for what? I don't have to cut weight no more. I don't need to get up in the morning and do anything crazy. Done.
How's the weight cutting at an older age? Does it impact you any differently?
It impacts me differently because of the fact that now I don't have like that super fast metabolism like when I was young. I can't just cut like 40 pounds in a day. Now I can cut like maybe 20, 25 in like 3 days, but that's going to be that's even crazy in itself. Yeah. So everything has to be based on diet and making sure I'm sticking to it, and also making sure I can have enough water in my muscles so that I can go ahead and just drain them out.
Shouldn't that be like the correct way to do it though? Like periodically cutting, or just cutting everything all at once?
Well, part of being young and dumb, do you not understand?
I guess you're right. Yeah, I get it.
I got a lot of dumb things that I've done that I'm not proud of, but it made me the person who I am now, and I can understand how to go ahead and cut weight correctly. No more eating 100 chicken nuggets in a day and thinking that I can make it weight in 2 days after that.
Yeah, that's insane. I've like when I was in high school, I'd see the kids that wrestled and things like that, and they'll be spitting in a bottle, like doing all that stuff, and they're like, "Oh, I gotta cut 20 pounds." I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "That's crazy." But
so you're the bare knuckle champion. How do you train for that? Like, are you punching like brick walls to get your knuckles ready, or?
Nah, I don't change my whole like rhythm and everything. I know the contact's going to happen on my hands. I just need to go ahead and figure out the ways to go ahead and do bare knuckle. Bare knuckle is its own type of animal because it's not boxing and it's not like MMA. But I can go ahead and use some of the things I've learned from Muay Thai to go ahead and translate over, since we can do collar ties and still punch somebody. I just got to manipulate that Thai clinch as best as possible so I can keep knuckling somebody's face. And since I don't have to worry about really landing the hardest punch in the world because that's going to shatter my hands, I just need to cut somebody's face so I can go ahead and end the night.
Oh, because the doctor will stop it?
Because like bare knuckle is actually one of the safer ones because I can go ahead and get a quick laceration off of somebody's face, and then the fight will be over. It's not like I have to get a quick knockout, but I can just end the night by just cutting them up. So I can throw like maybe 50, 60% of power into punches, and then that'll help me out faster.
What's the difference between getting hit, like obviously the body parts, but a punch and a kick? Like what hurts more, would you say?
Since it's bare knuckle, definitely a punch. I know like everyone's like, oh man, getting kicked in the face is like getting hit with a baseball bat.
It looks insane.
But nah, if you get hit with bare knuckles, man, you're getting hit with like 4 different digits at the exact same time. Or simultaneously, because you're getting hit with a couple of knuckles, and then the other 2 knuckles fall across, and it's still one punch. So I feel 4 different strikes on my face versus just getting hit once with a shin.
I've always thought a kick was just, they just look brutal. Like, getting kicked just looks.
I mean, getting knocked out like that looks crazy, because you just see them when they're putting their leg down, your body's falling down at the exact same time. That's nuts.
Yeah.
What do you enjoy more, MMA or bare knuckles?
I enjoy violence.
It just sounds like he wants to hurt people.
I mean, fucking competitor, bro. Yeah. Dude, you shoot me a lot of fight, dog.
I'm glad he's a fighter. He's on our side right now.
Dude, this guy.
Like, if you think about it, like, even going, like, it doesn't matter. Like, if going out to Risen, I was excited because of the rule sets. Yeah. You get to soccer kick somebody's face, stomp them out, and you can do, like, 12 to 6 elbows. I just can't throw nobody out of the ring, which is, okay, cool. I get that. But you get to stomp somebody out. Like, think about it. If you did that in the streets here, you could go to jail. I get to soccer kick somebody in the mouth and then stomp them out as if, like, he owed me money.
You like, get paid on top of it,
Yeah. I'm just like, no, give me money. What? Say my name again. What? Yeah. Or, like, even thinking back, like, an old day, be like telling them just, like, bite the curb. Hey, bite the curb. Boom. Yeah. I mean, those are some, like, things that you can't do legally. But over there, I was like, all right, I'll try it. I mean, I even let go of a choke. Cho was getting so mad at me. I had this dude gurgling because I had this ninja choke, like guillotine choke on him. Mm-hmm. And he was, like, about ready to fall asleep. And I was like, oh, wait. I got like 30 seconds left in this fight. I'm going to soccer kick him in the mouth. I let him up, and she's like, what are you doing? Shh, woman. Blah, blah. I'm just like, start kicking him in his mouth, waking the dude back up. And I was like, all right, cool. Got it. Ding, ding, ding. I was like, ah. She's like, was that worth it? I was like, it was worth every penny of it.
Fuck, I'm so glad I'm not a fighter right now. Holy crazy, shit, bro. Going up against somebody.
No, because it's something that I wanted to try. Like,
but have you got your ass beat, bro?
I mean,
like
in practice, hell yeah.
In an actual UFC fight?
I've absorbed a lot of damage, but I haven't gotten beaten up to a point where I'm like, all right, this was the worst thing I could have ever done in my life. Like, how I move and how I counter everything, I absorb the least amount of damage possible. Like, even in, like, some of the stats they sat there and said, like, I'm number 6 on taking the least amount of damage in the whole span of their UFC career. And I've been in there for 11 years, so.
It's a long career.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They should have shortened that shit, bro. Fucking monster, dog.
What about with the tournament in Japan? Like, have you had a bad fight where there's a lot more that's legal in that?
No, it's because how they do things is not round by round. It's like they judge a whole fight, and doing a whole fight kind of messed me up because of the fact that if I get held down for too long, I can consider be losing the whole fight, and I have to try to finish. And the rules and different how you can play to the crowd actually does a lot. So if I'm trying to go out there and blitz somebody and try to knock them out, crazy barrage of punches and just flying at them, I can win. Or I can just sit there and have a masterful art of jiu-jitsu and being able to control them, have displays of attempting submissions, and do the slow play of that. So it's not really any real danger. It's just being able to how well you can play the crowd. Because, like, at the end of the day, like, I might love violence, but we're entertainers first. And I have to entertain the crowd by brutality or a skillful mastery of art.
And you are the danger in that case.
No, like, I make sure I can paint the canvas whatever color it needs to be. Mostly red.
Dude, that's
no mercy, huh?
I mean, the only person I have mercy is somebody's going to have to pray for me. It's not me.
No, I like that, man. That's real. You're not like trying to sugarcoat it.
No.
Like, fuck it, I'm there to like.
People like I had someone ask me, they're like, "Oh, you must love violence." And I was like, I always downplayed it, and be like, no, I don't want to, because, like, that sounds bad. And then if you really think about it, it's like, why do I really get in there? It's not because I'm like
it.
Yeah, it's not like because I like to go ahead and get hit and getting beat up. I want to go practice. I want to go see how well I can inflict damage to somebody else, not take it. I want to be skillful enough to hurt somebody and to deter a whole situation. And if I can diffuse it in a few seconds or control somebody and making sure that I can negate anything that could be possibly dangerous to myself, hell, that means I have a win altogether. So how I can control the violence, that's what I want to be able to do.
Yeah, I mean I think it's like a primate, not primate, but like
primal instinct. Hell yeah,
primal instinct.
We can watch two dogs fight, or we can watch two bums fight on the side of the road. You're gonna be glued to either one of them. Mm-hmm. Professional athlete, non-professional athlete, you're just gonna sit there and want to watch it because we are excited by fighting. Conflict, struggles, any type of thing. It could be just like me and you could have a debate about whether or not this couch is red, and you'll be sitting there telling me that I'm wrong, but and he'll be sitting there going, "Oh hell yeah," he'll be playing it up and just trying to egg it on.
I'll be instigating.
Yeah, he loves instigating. Actually, he's a fucking instigator.
Well, like that's the thing. Like, oh hell no, they're about ready to get at it. Let's see what's gonna happen next. I mean, that's the thing that gets our blood boiling because we want to see what's gonna happen next.
Yeah.
Nice, man. Man, I appreciate you getting on here, bro. And
scaring the shit out of us.
Let's go.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man, you mean a lot to Albuquerque and the community, bro. I hope people enjoyed watching your podcast and, take good light of what you've said. Before we end today's podcast, guys, I want to give a huge shout out to our two main sponsors. We got Hookah Kings, that top-rated hookah lounge in New Mexico, and Merino Media, quality content for your business and image. And I'll see you guys next time on the Smart Talk.